Hey, what's going on YouTube? It's your boy Sammy B. Today I got something special for you. We're going to be taking this Jeep, we're going to be taking it, fixing it all up, so I'm just going to do a quick walk around here. The tub is basically good. You can see a couple dings right there.
But the whole front end is toast, so we're going to end up replacing all of this. A semi came and smashed the front end, almost nearly a T-bone, but thankfully it was more on the front end, so the tub is still usable. The engine is still usable as well. We were fortunate in that the motor mounts failed before the block itself cracked, so we're going to be able to reuse this motor and transmission. Obviously the whole front clip's going to need to be replaced, as well as the hood and the frame, of course, but stay tuned and subscribe and like the channel.
Let's go.
So before I get into talking about some of the modifications I made on this Jeep and everything that I did to put it back together, let's go over a little bit of background information. I got all the parts from partsbreakers.com. You definitely want to go there and check it out if you're looking for OEM Jeep parts. They got a huge selection. If you're intimidated at starting a project like this, don't be. It's basically just like putting a puzzle together. It's very relaxing and rewarding as well. This is the end goal. We ended up not painting the front clip at the end, and you'll see that later, but we wanted to keep it festive for the holidays. But eventually we're going to go ahead and paint the front red to match with the rest of the vehicle.
It's 3 a.m. so I was able to get her to turn on, so at least it cranks over, right? So here's a better look at the Jeep underneath the front clip. As you can see, the frame is just rocked, man. Like, that was some force there. So I got the motor to crank over, so hopefully it's good. If it spins, that's a good sign, right? One thing I did notice was the motor was spinning kind of slow. Also, it's making these beeping noises. I don't know really know what that is. Maybe some emergency system or something. Yeah, the brakes or the airbags did not deploy, so don't know what's up with that. I guess it's in the clock spring or something, apparently. So maybe that's screwed up as well, or maybe it was because it was a side impact. But we're just going through this. I'm gonna go ahead and take the tub off now, and then that way I can just roll this frame right out of here. I'll take the Dana 44 in the back because this is a sport model. I'm going to take that Dana 44 and I'm going to take this new Dana 30 right here. I'm going to give it a quick little paint job real quick. Dana 30 373 gear ratio. I'm going to slap it all together, and then boom, we're going to have ourselves a Jeep. What's up, dude?
So this is a Jeep Wrangler Sport, and it was manufactured in 2000. This Jeep was basically in nearly perfect condition before the accident. I wanted to try to keep it as stock as possible, but there were a few things that I changed, one being the frame and another being the suspension.
What's going on YouTube? Your boy Sammy B back with another update. So get the big guns out for the body mounts. But if you look here, this body mount, it's twisted, so I'm hoping there's no damage up here. I mean, there's probably a little bit, but, and over here, that side just completely busted the frame there, so I'm hoping, I mean, it looks like there is a little bit of a bend there in the body now, or the tub, so, I mean, it's not horrible. It's a Jeep, right? So, oh well. Alright, progress report. It's a disaster. I'm just kidding. So I got the tub off. About to pull this out and get that 44 over in the back. So I got the Dana 44 out. You can see this motor mount right here. It totally just smashed. Dude, look at this.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah, that thing got peeled.
Yeah. Just gonna wash her off and then see if she goes in the new frame. So here's the frame I'm gonna be using for the TJ rebuild. This is actually a 04 to 06 TJ frame. I decided to go with this year because of the thicker material and the better alloy. So hopefully that strengthens up my Jeep a little bit. Who knows? So apparently with the 04 to 06 frame, you have to change the gearbox, the lower intermediate shaft, as well as the belly pan, and everything else should just bolt right up. So I'm hoping that's how it goes. There's a little bit of surface rust all along this frame, but nothing is compromised. Everything is straight. I measured it all out, so we're all good. I'm just gonna go ahead and scratch off some of this rust and paint it up with some Rust-Oleum, something cheap, just something that'll last. But yeah, this project is looking up so far, so stay tuned. What's going on, YouTube? So quick progress report on the Jeep TJ Resto. I got my frame painted, got the axles painted, gonna assemble all the rolling chassis, gonna get all the amenities on that. Then we're gonna go ahead and put the motor back in. I'm gonna get a different transfer case with a slip yoke eliminator, and then yeah, I'm pretty tired. This is day number 3, really day two and a half, because I kind of started late the first day. So, but yeah, it's coming along really good, so I'm excited. Yeah, this is the suspension kit I'm going to be using. It's a Terraflex 4-inch.
So now I'm just going through and putting all of the rolling chassis together. Once you get the rolling chassis together, the rest is really just a breeze. After putting all the suspension pieces together, there were some problems with the pinion angles, and some of the control arms were out of adjustment. But I decided to go ahead and get all the weight down on the rolling chassis before adjusting all the suspension components. So here's a little diagram of what a pinion angle is, and basically they're important for reducing driveline vibration and keeping your U-joints working properly and not wearing out prematurely. There was one modification that I wanted to make, and that was to get a high pinion Dana 30 for the front axle, maybe out of a Jeep XJ, but it just turned out to be too much work, and we kind of had a lot of things going, so I decided not to do that on this go around with the TJ. A high pinion Dana 30 really just gives you a little more clearance underneath the front differential, and it also gives you a better pinion angle for that front axle as well. You can see another project happening at the top, and that's a 12 valve Cummins swap into an OBS Ford. Anyways, there's a common idea out there that says a high pinion Dana 30 is stronger than a low pinion Dana 30, and that's because the pinion on the high pinion Dana 30 is driving the ring gear on the drive side rather than the coast side. There's a lot of theory out there as to why the high pinion is stronger than the low pinion, so go check it out.
What's going on, YouTube? Quick update on the Jeep project. She's running. I finally got her to crank on. So we had a bad fuel pump, which was unfortunate. I don't know why the fuel pump went bad, but it decided to, so I went ahead and changed that. Now I'll go ahead and fire it on for you. She's running. A little bit of a vacuum leak right here. A little bit of ticking noises. Maybe just because there's no oil in the top end. But yeah, she's running good. I'm almost there.
So I'm installing a rough country adjustable track bar for the front end because we got some issues here in the front with this 3.5-inch lift. The axle is kind of pulling to the driver's side there, so this longer track bar is kind of push it that way and keep it centered. So we're gonna go ahead and install that in this little spacer bar here as well, our spacer bracket for the track bar. But yeah, other than that, it's coming along great. Yeah, not too much flex on those brake lines there. Everything's looking great. So you can see here that I'm just buttoning up the front end of the Jeep here. We're gonna leave it green and red for now just because it's Christmas season and it's gonna be in the Parade of Lights here in Grand Junction. But make sure you like this video and definitely subscribe to the channel. She's coming along. She looks real goofy, but there she is. She's looking real nice on those 33s. Look at that suspension. You see that? So there's definitely some issues here. If you look right here, the grill has got a gap right here. It doesn't correspond to the other side, which, you know, kind of stresses me out a little bit, but it's never going to be perfect. I put a body mount right here underneath the grill, which isn't the right one, so I'm gonna end up changing that for this smaller one. Maybe that'll help fix this issue right here. But there's also, I really think this issue is from the tweaked tub. The tub is definitely tweaked. I'll show you right here. So on this side there's no gap there, and then if we come around to the other side, there's a huge gap right here. So it may look a little goofy, but you know what? It's going to be functional. So that's the important thing. Thanks for watching the video, and make sure to like and subscribe. Here's a quick montage of the Jeep in the Parade of Lights in Grand Junction, Colorado, helping Buddy the Elf. Merry Christmas, guys. High five. What's up?